look, these two, you guys, aren't just making moves. They're making magic and marriage work. Today, we welcome a powerhouse couple who proves that love and legacy go hand in hand. We got Anna and Shauna in studio, the unstoppable forces behind so many projects. Anna, the brilliant designer behind the Inheritance Collective, which we'll talk about today. Listen, she's got some heirloom dreams that meet downtown chic. I'm really excited to jump into that. Then we've got Beach Babes Rentals and PM Bio Solutions, proof that you can be both CEO and some SPF at the same time. I like it. It's all good. Together, they're not just building businesses. They're building a life and a legacy and a community that shines as bright as they do. Passion meets purpose, hustle meets heart, and baby, this duo delivers. Let's pop into this convo right away. Anna, Shauna, welcome to Sunny! Yay! So excited you guys are here, thriving in our beautiful town. And I want to jump into the first and foremost, the Inheritance Collective, right? Am I saying that right?
Yes, that's it.
So talk about this. How did this whole jewelry collection and kind of repurposed vintage aesthetic, how did this all come about?
I love jewelry. I've always loved jewelry since I was little, going through my grandmother's jewelry box incessantly. And I actually used to only wear the same pieces over and over again. They were like standard staple, and I thought that's what you should do. Find the perfect piece and just always have it on. But that kept me from being able to explore jewelry and buy more jewelry for myself because I just never wore anything else. And then finally I decided I really should just give myself permission to do what I want to do, to sparkle how I want to sparkle.
I love that.
Yeah, to just buy what I wanted. And then it felt a little bit more forgiving to think I was doing it for other people too. So
I look at jewelry like wearable artwork. I mean, this is literally telling legacies and stories. And even if it's something like an estate piece that comes from the past, it still is so beautiful and still meaningful. And it kind of gives a legacy that kind of keeps living on.
Well, I really think that when you buy something that is estate or vintage, you have an opportunity to really be carrying the energy of the people who wore it before you.
I love that.
I feel like their stories and their energy continue on in those pieces. And in a way, it's kind of like having a responsibility, to keep that going forward.
So do you believe in the philosophy of mixing metals like silver?
Ask that.
Yeah, good question.
I've always mixed metals. I don't want to be pigeonholed, and I don't think anybody should be. I think you should just do what you want to do.
Cool.
No rules.
Yeah, no rules.
Yeah.
No rules.
I love that. So talk a little bit about the aesthetic of the collection and what people can look forward to in seeing your collection.
Sure. I think that I choose pieces that really resonate with me and my style. I think that my style is a little bit classic, a little traditional, but also a little like, at any moment, I could host a really glam dinner party, and it's only 11 in the morning.
I love it.
And
oh my God.
I think that it's okay to walk around your house looking like that.
Yeah.
So that really is kind of like where my eye goes when I'm looking at pieces. And then also, if I'm looking at a collection, like at an estate sale or what have you, I like to just imagine what the life of the woman was who had that. And you can kind of put it together when you see their collections in totality, And imagine...
Yeah, when you walk through an estate sale, you're really just putting together little pieces of the puzzle, who they were.
Yeah, imagining who they were.
So Shauna, talk about seeing Anna's journey on this whole collection and how you as a partner have supported it.
I am so glad that she's turned this into a business and not just a collection.
I like it. Good. There it is. Entrepreneur minds.
Yes, definitely. It's nice to see her do something that she's passionate about. Not that she's not passionate about her day job, but it's nice to see her with a smile on her face and exploring all the jewelry.
Yeah.
It's really lovely.
So Anna, was there a part of your life that you felt like I'm missing something here, and this kind of fills that space and that void? Did you find like a resurgence?
Yeah, there was one time I went to a doctor and they happened to ask me, "What are your hobbies?" And I said, "Oh, well, I have a lot of hobbies. I meet up with friends a lot, and we have dinner and drinks, and yeah." And she said, "That's not a hobby."
Oh, are you kidding?
And I was like, "It's
being
not
a socialite is a hobby."
I think it is. And she's like, "No, like playing tennis is a hobby. Collecting something, doing sewing is a hobby. That's not a hobby. That's like a trip toward alcoholism.
Oh,
so I was like, okay.
Maybe you should get a new
Judging.
doctor.
Yeah, driving through
right. I
twice
definitely
then.
did. I did get a new doctor. Yes.
She would
That's
definitely.
not very, she's not very nice.
She would
No,
put me on a
she
payment plan,
wasn't.
honey. Yeah.
But it definitely made me think. There have been times since then, especially since we've had children, and I've been so focused at PM Biosolutions and Beach Babes Rentals, and I think I don't really have a hobby. And St. Augustine actually is surrounded by these amazing. It's full of these amazing entrepreneurial women who all have hobbies. Like our best friend Tara Ferreira, she made the pants that Shauna has on
I
today.
was looking at those when she
Like,
came in. Those pants are amazing.
Yeah, they're amazing. Everything, the overalls that she made for your birthday that have all of our cats drawn on them. Like,
Oh, that's so
they're
cool.
fantastic. So like, people have actual hobbies, and I thought, what is it that I would want to do as a hobby? Oh, I would want to collect jewelry.
Yeah.
I love jewelry.
I want
You
that
know?
hobby too, but
Yeah.
my wallet does not want that hobby.
This reminds me so similar because when we talked to Elizabeth over at Mew Mew Vintage,
Yeah.
and she's got that similar vibe of like, I just wanted to do something. I have this artistic gift,
Yes.
and I want to sew it together in my life. And this is so cool to see like everybody kind of rally together, supporting all these different artists and artisans.
Yeah, it's amazing in St. Augustine, really. We were talking about that last night, about how we are so inspired by the women here, and about how, like, on San Marco, it's almost,
Yeah, I
it
feel
feels
like if
like
you just
almost
go up San
all
Marco,
the-
every single storefront is either owned or operated by a woman.
I didn't
Yeah.
think of that.
Oh,
That's
wow.
absolutely
It
incredible.
It really is true, and they're local. They're committed to St. Augustine's growth and to being a community, and it's really inspiring. So I just really wanted to be a part of that.
So
I love that street even more now.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Me too. I
Yeah,
just
I
didn't,
didn't know
realize
that.
all women. That's you're
Look
right.
at
I'm
this.
going down the street
It feels
right now.
like it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
give you so many history lessons, Sunny, on this show.
I know, right?
You get all the history.
all the nuances.
Yes, very informative here.
So talk about Beach Babes Rentals. This is a really cool. Last time I interviewed you guys, we talked about this. It was a big fundraiser for the Montessori school. So yeah, really dive into this because you guys, we have a lot of Sunnies out there. We have a lot of them that are
All
going to
over
come
the-
and
the
visit.
world.
Yeah, and visit St. Augustine. This is definitely something you guys should tap into because these are incredible properties. So talk a little bit about it and what people can expect.
I'll let you do it.
Okay. We don't have many, but what we do have are homes that we would want to stay in, and we furniture and
We carry
design,
the aesthetic
yeah.
over into
Yeah.
the
Like
houses,
even with the Inheritance Collective, like we let the house dictate how it's designed.
I love that.
One of our houses, Mr. Green, was owned by a veteran. It was built in the 1950s, and so we kept a very masculine. He was a traveler.
Cool.
He had lots of art collected from all over, and so we kept a lot of that aesthetic. And it's one of
Kind of
our-
like Inheritance, in which you're
Yeah.
telling the stories
Yeah.
of the jewelry. So
Yeah.
this
Right.
is where the vibe, this is where the energy comes, and you keep that in the space. I love this. This is
yeah,
great.
So each one of our houses has a little bit of
So
personality.
shout them all out because they're all exclusive.
We have our favorite, which is the Coral Sea Casa, and that's right on the beach. If you've driven down Coastal Highway, we're the one with the giant pink manatee with a moo on
and lipstick.
and lipstick.
Oh, I know that one.
that's- yes.
That's you
So
guys.
cute.
That's us.
That
Yep.
is so cool.
Yeah. So, and then another one is Loha. We call it. It's
The
like
hula hut,
It was
technically, but-
originally owned by August Heckscher.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Cool.
it was
Augustus
the first
Heckscher.
Augustus. It was the first house on Volano Beach. So,
Really?
Yes.
That's
It's
really
right
cool.
smack dab in the center. When you go past Publix, past the new hotel, and go down the roundabout, like it's right there on the corner.
Yeah, August Heckscher built. He built the casino that was on Volano Beach and was responsible for the first wooden bridge that came over
Wow.
from St. Augustine proper over to Volano Beach.
Any
And then-
cool like pieces of history in that house or anything?
You know, thank you. We haven't we haven't found anything, but you can definitely feel the energy in that house. It's a very positive energy, and he was a philanthropist throughout the world. There's a small piece of Central Park in New York City that's named after him, and he just did so much good. So I try to just like absorb all that energy when we're there.
I love
because I
that.
think
More history
like,
lesson.
whatever I could learn from him, or he could, imbue
Yeah,
into
it definitely
me
has a
would
lot
be
of
awesome.
spirit. Before we bought it, we looked up a review, and because it was a short-term rental before, and one of the reviews was, "This place is definitely haunted."
Oh, okay.
It doesn't
but
feel
haunted in a
haunted.
good
I was
way.
like, I love it. I go in there and I
Oh
like,
my
I
God,
could
as
just
long
be
as
in there
it's not a
forever, and I've
poltergeist.
never felt that vibe. But
No. It
That's-
feels really good.
It
love
definitely
it.
has some history.
And then we have a house in San Diego called
wow.
B Street. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's right at the bottom of Balboa Park.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
has
Love
A
a-
Balboa
mile from the
Park.
zoo.
Yeah, it's a fantastic location.
So cute over
Beautiful
Yeah,
there.
you were there,
downtown.
right?
They used to have a breakfast place called over by Balboa Park called Hash House a Go Go.
Yes,
Yes.
we love Hash House.
Is
have
it still
the
there?
Most enormous portions. Yes.
Yes, and it's
Wow.
so
And
good.
you have to wait like an hour every
Yeah.
time and
Yep.
sit on the curb
Yep.
of the road.
But it's
while you
worth
wait.
it.
It's
You had to talk
totally
about
worth it.
food. You had to talk about
I don't know
food.
what it is. I'm really hungry
Oh
too.
my
I ate 2 string cheese,
Now
half a
I'm
bagel, and fruit
starving.
snack.
I know. Good gracious.
You want a banana? I got a banana.
Thank you. So, talk a little bit about what's the bio company that you guys also are a part of?
Sure. So it's called PM Biosolutions, and it was born out of necessity, really. I was being laid off. I was the head of the medical writing department at a biotech company in San Diego, and I didn't want to move back to Boston, which is where I'm from. It's too cold. I was done with that. And so we were friends at the time, and she said, why don't we start a business together? You know, because she also was a consultant in the biotech space in environmental health and safety. And
Way above
And
my
s-
pay grade. Like, I have no idea. Like, I'm like
No.
Control Alt Delete is as close as I get for science. Okay.
Safety stuff,
Yeah.
OSHA stuff, EPA
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
she said, let's just go out on our own. Let's start a consultancy. And I was like, I have no idea how to do anything like that. I don't think that that's my path. And she was like, just give me a chance. Let's try it out. And then I said to her, are we going to start dating?
Oh, I
Is
love
that
it.
Because if we're not going to start dating, I don't
I was
think
like, I don't know why that has to be a
stipulation.
stipulation.
It was a very
It's
tense
in writing,
conversation.
yeah.
Good partnership.
Are we doing labels real quick?
I'm
Is that what's
learning
happening?
from you, Anna. So now this is how I have to go for a date. I have to put it in writing.
Yeah.
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 Okay. Got it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Andy Cohen, I'm coming for you.
Contracts.
Yeah.
Like, what is that show, Big Bang Theory? Sheldon, he makes friendship contracts.
Yeah,
and
you're right.
relationship
That's
contracts.
right.
It's not a bad idea. I was like, if you want this talent, you're going to have to put a ring on it at some point. So-
Hey, and you
Love
have,
it.
but then she looked at you. But then,
Is it? No, is it? It's today our anniversary. Of our engagement. Oh, no, that was just a picture that came up that I happened to post that day. But there is a picture of my engagement ring.
Yeah.
Yes, that I posted this morning, yeah.
Love it. Love
She
it.
did good. She did real good. But so, yeah, so that's PM Biosolutions. So we...
That's our day job.
That's our day job. We support the pharmaceutical industry, helping to design clinical trials primarily in the oncology space.
So creating this like power dynamic between the two of you, and obviously building a family too. How do you find balance? I mean, we have a lot of ladies and a lot of entrepreneurs in chat right now. How do you guys find the balance in the chaos? Because the chaos is absolutely beautiful, and if you can celebrate it, that's great. But how do you deal with the day to day?
Do we have balance?
We're working on it. It's always a work in
I think our
progress.
children have forced balance.
Yeah.
A little bit more. Like I think we're always just business minded. Like even when we go on a date, we end up talking about it.
We have like a business meeting first.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Let's get
Every
this
time.
out of
Like,
the way.
let's get it out of the way.
Yeah. And then by the end of the night, we're like back to romance. But at the
Yeah.
beginning, it's always like, I've got my list. I've got you by yourself. Let's
Yeah.
do that. But we always prioritize a date night
Yep.
once a week. It's like critical for
Yeah.
our relationship. And otherwise, yeah, I think it's the kids that force us to have balance.
Right.
But also we keep each other in check, right? Like she's really visionary and I'm very grounded. And so we kind of bring those strengths to the conversations.
Listen,
And also, I try to say yes as much
Yeah.
as I can, even though she thinks I say no. all
Oh,
the
were
time.
you
For
a
the
no
first 6 years of our
person?
relationship, it was always no. And I
Oh.
was just like, you got to say yes sometimes, and then I'll work it out. And I probably won't do it anyway, but I need to know that I have that freedom.
and that common ground, which is
Yeah.
so important. Listen, it's not easy down here in Florida to be women entrepreneurs. So what challenges have you guys faced, and how did you guys see through it?
I think that I don't know, like challenges.
There've been more wins than challenges,
Yeah.
I will say. But I do think that, you know, we talked about whether or not this question would come up, and we thought we don't want to be negative, but there's
Right.
definitely still sexism in the workplace.
Sure.
Owning properties and managing vacation rentals.
Yeah, I've had meeting with contractors with my brother, and the contractor won't even look at me.
Correct.
And they're talking to him like he's the decision maker, and he redirects them back to me.
Yeah.
So and that happens pretty often.
And I think that's a powerful question, though, to ask, because how do you get through those times? We see a lot of people that are emotionally responsive out there right now.
Yeah.
And you guys obviously take a different route. We use your third eye, and you see around it. You are business. You are entrepreneur. You're seeing the bigger picture. And I think it's important to really drive home because, there are a lot of people that struggle with that. And then they lose their minds and then they go berserko. So you guys didn't. You held it true to the core of your relationship and your businesses. And I think that's so important to highlight.
I think it's hard because a lot of people, I think, only see. I know I'm like looking over the. I think certain people, when they start a business, they only see like this much.
Yeah.
So the fact that you ladies see the bigger vision of the entire TV show series instead of just the one episode, I think is huge.
Right.
And you guys have such a calming energy. Like, can you just ride around in my car with me? It's okay, Mel.
She needs it.
Yeah.
Well, that actually is the energy that we try to bring when there's situations like that. Like my mother always said, kill them with kindness.
Yeah.
And so I think
How do
that
you
when
do
we
that?
come up against situations like that, we just try to be as kind as possible, redirect them to say, I'm actually the decision maker here. I'm going to take some time to think about this and just keep redirecting in the kindest way possible. And then we get to choose who we work with and who we don't work with. And that's the most empowering thing about being an entrepreneur. Really saying to yourself, I don't want to work with that person and I don't have
Giving
to.
your money to the right people,
Yeah.
supporting the right person.
And building an incredible team.
Right.
Yeah,
honestly.
absolutely.
It's true. It's the same thing with this network.
And having a jewelry room in your house.
Yeah, that helps too.
So let's get back. Thanks, Mel. Let's get back to the jewelry real quick. Where can people visit? Where can people see some of your pieces?
So we are on the web, obviously. It's theinheritancecollective.com. We're also on social media. I want to give a shout out to Adawe back there.
Yeah,
Because she and the lab manage all of the Inheritance Collective social media. And I mean, I feel like I don't know where I would be without her.
She's
and her
so
talent.
talented, that kid.
She's
Oh my
amazingly
God.
talented. Yes, you're welcome. She's fantastic. So that's how you find us. And occasionally you find us at markets.
Yeah.
I didn't plan on being a market girl. But it's really fun to be, to be in this town and around all of these entrepreneurs and, people just coming
Also to
together.
meet the people who buy the jewelry, so you're seeing where it came from and seeing where it goes.
Yeah.
I mean,
love that.
you guys just did Uptown, right? The Uptown Market. And there's an extraordinary story, and I know we're going to keep names out of it, but the ruby earring story. Incredible, though. But look how much jewelry really means to people. I think that's so important because that lady that bought those earrings, it meant so much to her.
It really did.
Yeah.
It's a memory from a person in her life, and that meant something. And rubies were very special. I think that person actually called her Ruby.
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
so she was really drawn to those pieces, and that's really what this is about. It's about the pieces finding the person finding the piece, and then they're not just earrings anymore, right?
Yeah.
And they're not just
Right.
rubies, they're not just diamonds, but they are a token, a talisman, a memento of the energy of that feeling or that person or that memory, right? And that's what I really feel like jewelry has the power to be.
See, and that's
I
why
love
you're
her
going to buy that
passion.
necklace.
I would love to.
You're
but-
gonna
It
make
looks
payments.
fantastic.
You can have the friends and family discount.
Yeah, see?
Oh, you guys are amazing. Just like your passion, and it's not just a career to you guys.
Right.
Like, this is what you love to do, and you love to share in people's happiness. Because let's be honest, I have never gotten a piece of jewelry and been sad.
Right? That's true. That's true.
It
Amen.
means something. Even when my father passed away, his watch, and the interesting was his watch, the battery died and it stopped on 4:38, and that was the last time he took his breath, but that's when he lost his ability to speak.
Oh, wow.
And I have not put new batteries in it, but I have that watch, and I won't ever do it. I'm afraid to do anything to it, but it's like that means something to me.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know, when you find people who can help other people see that, and like you don't know, today's the first day I've met either of you, and you're like, oh, this necklace would be great on you. I'm like, oh my God. Those
Right?
are amazing.
It's like perfect.
I know.
It really is. Yeah.
So where can people visiting Sunny's or people, even locals that want to get away, where can people find Beach Babe Rentals?
Website, beachbabesrentals.com. We also have a Facebook page and a Instagram page. Or you can just drive by. Like our signs are right in front of the house, and that's usually, we get a lot of traffic that way as well.
That's so fun.
Very
You guys are
cool.
amazing. Thank you for being so
Oh my God,
inspiring
thank
today.
you.
So excited to see what the next chapter holds. It's going to be amazing.
We have
and
some fun plans. Yeah.
keep adorning the city with some incredible bubbles and fabulousness.
energy.
Yes.
That
Yes. I
energy.
love
Oh my
it.
goodness.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you.
Amazing.
Thank you,
Check that
ladies.
out. So special.